Hello, Polygon.com. That's the website that we work for. This is Patrick Gill, and
Oh, hi, I'm Allegra Frank.
we're joined by a very special guest, Sam Mullen, senior localization producer.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, on Yakuza 6, which is the game that we're looking at right now.
Yep.
And we are standing under the arches in Kamurocho, the familiar nightlife spot from this esteemed Sega franchise. And you're going to show us some new shit.
Yeah, let's. There's so much to go to. Like, I'm a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Even though I'm, pretty familiar with the title, I'm like, I don't even know where to start. There's so much to do in this game.
Well, let's start by beating up
why
these
menacing
awesome
men,
dude just kind
yeah.
of come out, like, hit me in the side of the head.
So I guess the first thing that I've noticed here is the last Yakuza game I played was Yakuza 0, which included a little cutscene at the beginning of each fight, which is no longer there, which seems like it just sort of streamlines things a little bit. But
yeah.
was that the intent of removing that?
Right. So, starting with Yakuza 6, this is the first Yakuza game that was built for the PlayStation 4. And not only was it built for the PlayStation 4, it's actually the first time in series history that they've actually redesigned the game engine from scratch. It allows us to not only seamlessly move in and out of battle, but it actually allows us to seamlessly move in and out of buildings and other spots as well. So there's a lot less loading involved in this particular title than there hasn't been in the past. You can actually run into, let's see if I can find an example. You can actually run into buildings. In certain situations, you can even take the fight into a building.
Oh yes.
You throw dudes through windows and stuff. So I could throw a guy through this window potentially, and then pick up the battle on the inside. But as you can see, previously, if I had to go through into Alps here, I'd actually have to click on that and then go into a loading screen, and then I would be in here. But now everything is seamless now. So that's kind of like one of the major differences with new engine. Yeah, it's as is always the case. They continuously update and improve everything. This is the karaoke bar.
Yeah.
If you guys want to hit that up.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna let you guys try it, give it a shot if you don't mind.
Okay. It's kind of sad that he's doing this alone.
Kiryu does everything alone.
You can. There's actually a place you can go and sing. You can sing with friends if you want to. You're pro at this.
Oops.
So one of the cool redesigned things about this particular minigame is that the way they've got it working now is that it's actually a little bit easier to have slightly more complicated button patterns.
Yeah.
I feel like in the previous games.
It's definitely more responsive.
So are these? I assume these are actual classic Japanese songs.
Oh, so this is
Or
actually.
are they made up?
So all the karaoke songs to date that I've seen in the Yakuza series are all made by basically these two sets of people on the sound team, and so it's all internal. The dev team they write the lyrics
so
for this.
good.
Yeah. The sound team for the Ryuga Gotoku dev studio, they're super talented bunch of guys. So these are actually characters you can meet in the game if you go out to Onimichi. They're actually.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good.
Fuck yeah.
You did a good job.
Oh, look at that!
It's a little virtual Kiryu.
That's how you did.
Come on. Ah.
Yeah, so there's a smartphone now. So that's pretty modern.
So you can actually take pictures of things, and you
Yeah.
can actually.
Look at that guy.
Yes.
Yay!
actually take
Cute.
Selfie Kiryu,
Let's-
and you can actually change his expression a little bit. He's very subtle.
All four.
This is like happy
expressions of
Kiryu right here. That's smiling Kiryu. He
And
doesn't.
there's filters, it looks like.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Right, this, and so, but there's actually particular spots in the game where you can capture things in the shot if you take them in the right place. But you have to go to the right place and look for the right cues, and you can actually capture things that are hidden that only show up in the photos,
Oh,
that's cool.
which is kind of interesting.
Can we take another look at that smartphone and see what else is on there?
So, yep. So Kiryu is sporting, gets out of jail and starts sporting a Sony Xperia. So here we have it. So
popular phone.
these are his phones. Here's the Clan Creator mechanics. You get subscribed to this service called Troubler, which is like it's sort of a social network for people who are having problems or getting harassed around town, and you can respond to posts, and they're like little tiny submissions that you go, and if you clear them, then you get a little reward. They've kind of redone the way leveling up works as well. Now you get these experience points and these very specific kind of stats, and you can use them to buy essentially different types of skills.
Yes. Love things
And there's
like
all kinds of
this.
different ways of getting experience points. You get things from clearing subquests, playing mini games, eating food, working out at the gym. All these things you can do to kind of
That's a really different system because wasn't it like you had to spend money?
in Yakuza 0, yes, you were
Yeah.
investing in yourself. And then for most of the other Yakuza games, you basically get like what they would call like spirit points, which are just like little, essentially like points that you would allocate. But this is a little bit more, even more like specific and more granular. You can actually go inside now.
Oh, cool.
And there's these. This is where the Clan Creator mechanics all happen. Let's see if actually, since I'm in premium new adventure, I can actually kind of check this out.
So are you just controlling like the people under Kiryu? You're not actually playing as Kiryu.
You're not actually playing as Kiryu.
Okay.
I don't think Kiryu shows up in this. Because he's basically giving orders.
Yeah. I love the character designs.
So I'm gonna have to walk through all these guys apparently. So basically the way this works is that I'm going to essentially. So I've got these kind of essentially like red shirt characters here on the left side, and then I've got my like main generals that have special powers here on the right. So this one that has 7 here, basically the numbers represent how many points I need to like put that guy into the field, and then these like 7-point guys on the left side are sort of medium strength, speedy guys, and the guys who are 8 points are like really strong, but they're like super slow. So what I'm actually going to do is put these guys out first. And let them walk while I build up meter for this next group of guys here.
Wow. So you can just kind of move them anywhere along this map.
So this basically sends them to their initial point, but once they get to the group of people, they're actually going to kind of auto kind of go after guys and narrow. See how these guys are much faster.
Oh no, he is outnumbered. So we've just deployed a hero.
Yeah. So this guy's special powers. He has the essence of healing. So if I can get him into oh, he's already out there. So I can actually I'd use that and it would actually heal any guys in the vicinity. This guy right here needs a little bit of healing, so I'm gonna put this guy out next. Just keep rolling them out. So once I'm gonna go ahead and every time I defeat guys, I get more points. So it kind of keeps things rolling. You got to kind of make sure you're staying on top of things. And obviously this is like the first battle, so this is all pretty easy. It gets pretty intense later. I'll use my essence of healing here. Make sure everyone's snuff.
This looks really fun.
I'm gonna move this guy up. Let me put this guy, drop kick this dude. Yeah, I took up a whole bunch of health. Yeah, so the idea, obviously the idea on this is to just sort of like, you control your own clan. You build it out, you can set you guys you like into your own team. And what will eventually happen is essentially over the network, I believe you're like fighting each other's...
other people's teams.
People's teams,
Yeah.
essentially. So,
Love stuff like that.
just one of the, many games that the series has to offer. And this is the base here in Kamurocho, but there's also a base you have in Onimichi. Sometimes you have to fight in Onimichi, sometimes you're fighting over here as well.
And Onamichi's like the new area?
Onamichi is the new
Right,
area,
okay.
yeah. So the idea is that, after, without giving away too many spoilers, basically once Kiryu is compelled to, Kiryu finds that that Haruka has spent some time in Onamichi, and he doesn't know why, and so he's compelled to go to Onamichi to find out what was going on, what was happening in Onamichi, and then he gets kind of dragged into this sort of local Yakuza intrigue that's going on over there. This it says right here, Sentagai, with the central marketing district. This is a place, like, you can go here and experience.
Oh no!
Experience, like, it looks just like this, like it's so faithfully recreated.
I always love when there's a dude named Sega that you have to beat up.
Yeah,
This
let's
feels
get
very
Sega.
meta.
Damn you, Sega. Yeah, but that's a Sega is actually a Japanese name, but that's not where the word Sega comes from. So.
God, I love that.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones. The reason I keep repeating it is simply because I love it so much. It's such a good move. Let's see if I can heat.
Oh yeah! Oh, what a good video game.
I know, right? Oh, just gut punch him, send him out.
So you mentioned that like Onamichi has a specific part in the plot here
Yes.
for Kiryu, but can you just sort of travel in between Kamurocho and Onamichi when you want to?
Yeah. So typically, I mean, as long as you don't have like plot locking for whatever reason, you just hop in the taxi and you can jump in between the cities. So there's this thing on. We might want to trigger this particular. What is this thing? What is this thing, guys?
Looks like, what is that? It's a mascot?
Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. So one of the things, so kind of one of those cultural things that you have to understand is that Onamichi is a town that is on the edge of the Seito Inland Sea, and that area of Japan is known. Onamichi is known for its mandarin oranges, and which they call mikan, for mikan and this specific style of ramen. Okay, so if you're like looking at it, you're like, hey, what is going on here?
Oh, no, Michio-kun, I get it.
尾道の新マスコットとして売り出そうとしているゆるキャラになります。ゆるキャラ。あれ？ゆるキャラご存知ない？
Yeah, Yurukira is a sort of a very popular kind of thing in Japan when they have all these.
最近は地域の活性化のために
Every town wants to have one of these things.
I sense the direction that this is going is that we need somebody to wear this costume.
Yeah, we need somebody. Yeah,
We have to go,
yeah,
we have to
yeah.
go find someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And of course, he's like, and
somebody else.
Kiryu's gonna be like,
Someone
yeah,
not
good luck with that, because
でかくてしかも
I think I can't remember if it already
だから背が高くてガタイ
talked about it, but basically they had a teenager guy or someone young doing it, but the guy like kind of ran off on him, and so they're like, we need someone who's big and strong, who can handle it. And
Huh.
Kiryu's like, I don't know.
I don't know
I don't
anyone
know
like
anyone
that.
like that at all. No.
Oh god. Kiryu is such a good character because he's just like, he'll go along with anything.
ちなみに俺はいやいやいやそこをなんとかお願いしますよ
Yes.
So we doing this?
Yes.
Are
Yeah.
we doing this? All right.
の中に入れそうな
This one's pretty good, actually.
今日で暇そうな人に
You have tons of time on your hands.
Obviously.
失礼だなお願いしますよ何を言ってるんですか女にサイズぴったりの人なかなかいませんよ
So in Premium Adventure, you can totally change into this.
Oh
If you
my
have the- if you have the- I think you
God.
have the gear for it. I think there's a post-launch content pack that has this in it.
That's great.
小野道夫君は
So he's the new symbol of Onamichi.
アイドル象徴なのですから
Yeah, so now they're gonna explain exactly why, how he's built here. Yeah, these Hasaka oranges. So that's his. Then he's got Onomichi ramen. Right? And he's got fishy. They love seafood.
I
Yeah.
love those
And
camera
he's got these cool
zooms.
rubber boots that from the fisherman's boots. It gets better.
まあ大丈夫ですから自信持ってくださいかっこいいですよ桐生さんいや道夫くん
You can just feel, you can feel Kiryu like rolling his eyes inside the mask.
ファンサービス遊んであげてくださいただしくれぐれもキャラクター性を乱すようなことはしないでくださいね尾道一夫くんは尾道に住む漁師という設定ですなので基本的に海を愛する渋い男のキャラですこの顔でかそして言葉遣いですが基本的に挨拶にはみちをつけてくださいみちこんにちはみちよろしくみちというような感じです
Nice to
では
meet
練習して
you.
みましょうよろしくみち3はいよろしくみちそうですそうです本番はもっと元気よくお願いします
So
ね
that's kind of one of those things that we kind of worked into the localization.
Yeah, I was gonna say that,
So
設定されています困った時はおうのと言ってください練習しましょう3はいおうのエクセレントちなみに英語のおうのとおのがかかってますしゃれてるでしょどう考えてもそして最後に
I think it's
もう
cool.
一つだけありますまだあるのかよなんだそれは決めポーズです決めポーズおの一応
all right, what are we doing, guys? You guys,
So,
you guys drive
he
us.
told us that we have an air of distinguished. We're a distinguished gentleman because we're a fisherman. I'd say
Refined, he said.
refined. Yeah. Would you think that's casual or do you think that's passionate?
I feel like he'd be passionate.
All right, let's do passionate.
ようガキども俺こそがチャーミングなハッサクフェイスおしゃれな尾道ラーメンボーキュートな魚の
Oh
ポ
my
テト
god.
漁師の心
Cool
意気
boots.
クールな長靴生かしたナウイ尾のトレーナーそう俺こそが尾道の象徴尾の
Oh god.
Doing it, owning it.
He's really doing it. I hope he doesn't have to fight these kids. Okay.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
かっこいい
Oh my goodness.
セリフ完璧だね
まあこんなもんだよし今日は俺が遊んでやるからなお前ら
Nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you, of course.
よろしく道
わーいよろしくみちよろしくみち
やれやれゆるキャラってのも大変なんだな
This is realistic.
おりゃおりゃ
Is there an option? Oh, is there an option to fight the kids?
So just say, oh no, oh no, we gotta stay in character.
Fine.
We have to do our job. He's probably watching.
Oh no.
That kid has like a 40-year-old's voice.
なるほどなこれを言わせたいがための前振りだったわけか
はーい、じゃあ次の質問を。
おいうるせえぞ
Yes, this is exactly what I wanted to happen.
Oh no.
うるせえんだよこんなとこでガキを集めてギャーギャーやりやがってよ
この辺は俺らの遊び場なんだよ
なんだよあいつら
子供たちが怖がってるじゃないですか。やめてください。
クソガキどもが
Ooh.
もっと怖くしてやろうかあ
ruin it for the kids.
I'm that kid.
おい
キャラだな。
頭にラーメンつけてんのか？意味わかんねえ。流行んねえよそれ。
俺もそれはそう思うそうだな。ガキ泣かせて生きがってるてめえらよりはダサかねえよ。
あ？なんだと？
やんのかゆるキャラがよ。
俺はゆるキャラだがな。てめえら見逃せるほどゆるかねえんだよ。
面白い。おいお前ら、このゆるキャラぶっ殺すぞ。
There's blood on his shirt.
Oh god.
Let's rock some dudes.
Yep. This is the best mascot any town could ever want.
Oh my god.
It's great.
This is so good.
So strong.
なんだよ。
You guys don't know there's the dragon and
覚えて
Doji
ねえ
man
なら
there.
覚えてる。俺は尾道のゆるキャラ。尾道だ。運が悪かったんだよ。お前らは今度ガキを泣かせるようなことを言ったら分かったらさっさと消えやがれ。
God, I just want a full Yakuza game just where you play as
Yeah.
Onomichio.
ああいやその尾道は喧嘩が得意でな。
かっこいい。
すごい。
え
超かっこよかったよ、みちおくん。
すげえかっこいいよ。強い道。守ってくれてありがとうみちおくん。かっこいい。
The hero we deserve.
そうか。
ありがとうございました。本当にかっこよかったです。みちおくんはもはやゆるキャラじゃない。
Aww.
私たちを守ってくれるヒーローです。
そんな大したもんじゃねえよ。俺は所
Just
詮
a regular mascot just beating up on dudes.
みちおくんにお礼を言いましょう。さんはい。ありがとうみち。
どういたしましてみち。
じゃあ最後
Aww.
みちおくん締めてください。
チャーミングな八作フェイス、おしゃれな尾道ラーメン帽子、キュートな魚のポシェット、漁師の心意気、クールな長靴、生かしたナウイ尾のトレーナー。そ
Oh,
う
it's
俺
so
こそが
time. It's so good.
尾道の象徴、尾のみちおだ。
みちおくん。
最高。
Eat the food.
All right, shall we go back and play some
Yeah, let's wrap up with some Sega Arcade. I think.
Sega Arcade?
Yes.
So let's go back to Kamurocho.
So this is a fully functioning. What is this? Virtua Fighter? Which one?
Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown.
Holy hell! Okay. So
It is
this
the
some
most
serious-
recent one. So this is the one that they released back on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. I want to say it was like 2012.
Is there like context for this being in Yakuza, or it's just a fun thing Sega threw in?
It's just a fun thing we threw in.
Okay.
So you can. All right. I actually used to be able to play this a little bit. Like
Yeah.
I could hold my own, but I've totally forgotten.
I don't think I've ever played this particular Virtua Fighter.
Right.
I haven't played since 4. But I'm Rey Mysterio over here.
This is so weird.
Yeah, we guys, we are still playing Yakuza, by the way.
Yes, we are. So these games are accessible in the Club Sega, right?
Yes.
And they're just like immediately available. You don't have to do anything.
Yes, basically, yes.
Whoa, whoa! I don't know what that is, but I like it.
Oh wow.
Can you jump in these games?
Yeah, you can. You have to have you either have to. It's usually guard and up,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
but that's.
All right. Whoa.
Oop, that's right. Okay. I've played this a couple times with people. I'm starting to like kind of slowly remember strategy to the game, but I'm still.
Drop
Oh,
salt, cross body.
You know, these games are like it's kind of what it is. You know, like with a lot of these 3D fighters, it's like the more you think about it, the worse you do.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
usually like when at beginning play, you're usually just better off
Yeah.
like mashing buttons until you kind of figure, and then you go through the stage where you're like, you know what you want to do, and then you suck at it.
Yeah. So this is pretty rad that this is like just in here as a included bonus, and so also you have which Puyo Puyo title is in here?
Oh, so Puyo Puyo is just basically regular Puyo Puyo.
Yeah.
It's just that it's the based on Puyo Puyo Tetris is like the Puyo Puyo Tetris assets. But it's just 2-player straight up Puyo Puyo with no frills or anything like that.
God, I love this game.
I know, it's so good. Okay.
Okay, so this is Yakuza 6. Give us the deets. When, where, how?
It's currently releasing on PlayStation 4, March 20th. Yeah, that's kind of what's coming out. We got a demo coming out in, I believe, February 27th. Everyone can check it. The demo is going to be amazing. You'll be able to play the first, like, maybe a couple hours of the game, and then it will stop you, and then you'll have a save data for when the real game launches. You just pick it up and keep rolling with the regular game. Yep.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for showing us Yakuza 6. We look forward to seeing the whole thing. We'll probably, you'll probably see some more video content about Yakuza 6 here on Polygon.com as the game's launch
Maybe
approaches.
confused because it will look like Puyo Puyo.
Yeah.
It is Yakuza.
Yeah.
年がいなくはしゃいで冒頭貸し切りにして沈む夕日な